Anchors up, sales at full. Welcome to Sloopcast. How you doing today, Kyle?
Doing all right, Jared. How are you?
Doing good. New tradition. Good tradition. Have you come down yet?
No.
No, me either.
No.
Crap. It's
this
is venturing
just letting that all absorb in, here, and just let it all soak in for the next 360 odd days. So,
listen, this might be a TMI, but I saw my therapist today, and he's like, "How was your week?" And I go, "Oh, Ohio State won." It's not even a joke. It's not even that. I mean, it's humorous, but it's also true.
the good old Woody Hayes quote of like, nothing cleanses your soul like getting the hell kicked out of you. Mm-hmm. No, nothing cleanses the soul like kicking the hell out of Michigan.
Okay, but here's the thing, and don't get me wrong, I am not some of you might not be old enough to remember this, but Kyle and I are. Honestly, God, used to hear people say, "Oh, well, I kind of wish Michigan would win every once in a while for the sake of the rivalry."
No. Hell no.
For the record, hell no. Always hell no. Always team hell no on that. Never once did I ever say, think, or consider that. But I swear to you, people used to say it. That's how dominant Ohio State was. Hell no, I remember the 90s. Exactly. Anyone who said that didn't live through the Cooper years. That's just reality. Anyone who said that didn't live through the Cooper years.
Didn't Tom Brady say something about like, "Oh, this isn't even a rivalry anymore," or something along the lines of that?
I don't care what Tom Brady has to say about anything. Shut up and throw the football.
All right. We got one more week of our collegiate
Michigan
chaos here.
sucks so bad that they wasted Tom Brady.
They did.
Literally the greatest quarterback of all time, and he was average at best at Michigan. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Collegiate chaos, Jared. Let's get right into it. We've got one more week of conference championships games to go over. But first, before we get into our picks, let's go to our tier list.
Yes, let's do that.
All right. Ohio State, big win over their rival, stays in S tier. Indiana, maybe not a big win, but they beat their rival. They stay in S tier.
Listen, it was a big win because it was, one, as you said, over their rival. But two, has Indiana ever completed a full regular season undefeated before? Has that ever happened?
Nope.
So that's a big win. Even if it's
I think
just
last year was the first time that they won 10. They'd won 10 games. I think that was the first time last year. So yeah,
Texas A&M, not so lucky.
They lost to Texas there. There was all the talks about Texas A&M, like, oh, they should be the number one. They should be the number one team. Like, look who they beaten. Like, they look unstoppable. Maybe you should have kept your mouth shut for one more week there, right, Jared?
Perhaps, because devastating loss for them. They won't even play in the SEC title game.
They won't.
There was a 3 or 4 way tie at the top of the SEC with one loss. Texas A&M not winning those tiebreakers. Out of S tier.
Yep, out of S tier. Honestly, I think
they're still going to make the playoffs.
They're still going to be in A tier. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just thinking of a particular team worth putting into S tier just because of they've looked better recently, but there's still so many question marks compared to Ohio State and Indiana, where like they don't really have any question marks. Great offensive lines, great defensive lines, defensive units.
Who are you
Offense
talking about?
is very efficient. Georgia. I was thinking of Georgia.
Nah.
Should Georgia be in S tier?
Their offense is highly questionable. Their pass rush is highly questionable.
Sure.
But mostly their offense. Their offense is a lot better now than it was like September, October. It has gotten better. Does that mean it's good? It is not.
Sure. All right. We can keep them in A tier. So the lone ones are the two Big Ten teams in S tier. Are we homers?
I mean, they're literally 1 and 2 in the AP, 1 and 2 in the college football playoff by the college football playoff committee. This would make me more of a homer, but if you want my real honest opinion, I don't think anyone belongs in S tier except Ohio State. But maybe that's even more homerish. If anything, we're over. And also, they're the only 2 undefeated teams left. Like
They are, yeah.
Homers are allowed to be right.
All right.
This is true. This is a very good point, Duncan.
A tier.
Maybe I'm a homer, but
have,
it doesn't mean I'm wrong.
All right, in A tier, we have Oregon, Georgia, Alabama, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Texas Tech, Virginia, Tulane, and Texas A&M now, who's in A tier. Is there anybody that we should move up or down?
Up? No, everyone's staying in. No. S tier's done. I'm good with S tier. A tier. Do you think whoever loses the SEC title game still makes the playoffs? And you're allowed to answer that in a team specific way.
This is tough. Let's say worst case scenario. I think if Georgia loses, Georgia's in no matter what. I think Georgia in if they win or lose. Georgia's in the playoffs.
Okay.
I think the question's going to come down to is Alabama. They have a 3-loss team.
Mm-hmm. 2 in the regular season.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And then if worst case for Alabama fans would be if Alabama loses, BYU beats Texas Tech. So that ensures BYU and Texas Tech goes in.
I agree with that. I think that is what happens. I don't think Texas Tech, unless BYU absolutely blows out Texas Tech, which I don't think will happen. I don't even want to get into that. Let's just say BYU wins 3 points over Texas Tech. I weirdly think they both get in. I think Texas Tech is the only team not from the SEC or Big Ten I'm willing to say that about.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone from any of the other conferences. Yeah, I think Notre Dame's in.
They come in at 10th in the last rankings here. They're right on that cusp, that 10-11, where it's like, ooh, are there going to be 2 teams, like 2 conference champions outside that comes in? But the good thing about Notre Dame here is that you have a Big Ten champion, SEC champion, and a Big 12 champion that's going to be ahead of you. And then you got, like, is it going to be the ACC champ or the American / Sunbelt team?
Okay, hold on. I think we're going in too deep.
My opinion
is Ole Miss in?
I mean, the committee thinks they're
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. Ole Miss is in. Yes. Oklahoma is in. Yes. Notre Dame is in. I think this is a better way to do it. Yes. Oklahoma is in. Notre Dame is in. Texas Tech is in. No matter what happens. Texas A&M,
unless maybe Texas they get
A&M
totally blown out.
They're in. They're fourth. They're fourth in the last rankings.
I'm having a really hard time seeing the committee putting 2 Big 12 teams in. That's really the only reason I'm even being iffy on Texas Tech. That's it. That's
I have a hard time though, Jared. If Texas Tech loses, they drop from 4th all the way down to 12th.
I have been advocating for Texas Tech since early September. I have been on the Texas Tech bandwagon for a long time. I agree with you. I'm saying I don't know if the committee will put 2 Big 12 teams in.
I don't see the committee dropping Texas Tech.
I agree.
If BYU wins, Texas Tech all the way down. So I think Texas Tech is a sure in as well. Texas A&M as BYU, well is a sure in as well.
If they win.
Let's just put Texas A&M. Just go ahead and put Texas A&M in there as well to the left there. So with those teams, I'll say Indiana, Oregon, Georgia, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Texas Tech, and Texas A&M. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 teams. That leaves 4 teams left.
Which in that case, you have 2 more conference champions. So those are solidified. We don't necessarily know who they're solidified with. Mm-hmm. We assume that it's going to be Virginia and Tulane.
I think right now I would put those in right now in our
for the sake of the tier list, yes.
in this week's picks, yes. So that leaves 1 team left. So it's a mix of, I think it's 2 teams right now. Is it Alabama or is it BYU?
It's Alabama if Texas Tech wins. Also, it's Alabama if Alabama wins. I mean, it literally is Alabama if Alabama wins.
Correct.
They're the SEC champion. That would be a disaster. So, what if Alabama wins? And what if BYU? What if Alabama wins and they're solidified? What if BYU wins and then they're solidified? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That gives us 13. Who's out in this scenario?
Ooh. Looking at this here. So Georgia wouldn't really drop much.
I don't think so.
Alabama, they would skyrocket Alabama to like top four then.
Probably. Maybe. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where. I mean, it does for seeding, but for the sake of just who's in and who's out, it doesn't matter because they're conference champions.
So that puts the next team out.
Either Oklahoma or Notre Dame.
Is Notre Dame.
Or Oklahoma. But I think those are the 2 guys on the chopping block.
Yeah. How could you currently right now, Oklahoma is ranked 2 spots ahead of Notre Dame, 8 to 10.
I don't care where they're. How
could you, when both teams do not play, could you then, if Alabama wins, and say, oh, Notre Dame all of a sudden is ranked higher than Oklahoma? What did they do different? What did the 2 teams do differently if you flip flop them all of a sudden? That's going to be.
I think the committee is in hot water if they do that.
So I think if that happens, I think Notre Dame is out. Yeah. But here's the next. Yeah, BYU
so
out, Alabama in for this week.
BYU is the ultimate spoiler. BYU is team chaos. Maybe more than any other team, except perhaps Duke.
How about Duke? Duke is a big spoiler maker. If Duke wins,
Virginia's out.
Duke would hold on. Duke would not go in. Hold on. Duke would not go in.
I'm following.
Because if Tulane wins and James, honestly, if Tulane or North Texas wins, it doesn't matter which one it is.
Sure.
and James Madison wins,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get a Sun Belt champion in there as well.
I don't think it will. Listen, I don't think so. First off, neither Duke nor JMU are currently ranked by the committee, are they? I didn't see that. What are the latest committee rankings?
Tulane is 20th.
I don't think
Tulane is
JMU
20th. North Texas is 24th, and JMU is 25th.
Ooh, okay.
Now you see where I'm going?
Listen, I know I was just saying this where I was like, I don't foresee the playoff committee blah 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 putting 2 Big 12 teams in. Okay. Maybe I see that, maybe I don't see that. I do not see. And I'm not saying it's the wrong choice. To be clear, I'm not saying I think it's the wrong choice. I don't think that the playoff committee has the cojones to leave the ACC out.
Man.
Now, do I want to see it? Yes, I do. I want to see this. This is the ultimate in team chaos.
If we are looking at the rankings here currently, and then there's like points from like the AP and the coaches poll here, Duke does not have a single point. No one voted for Duke at all. They're a 500 football team. They're 7-5. Yeah, almost
enough.
Just above 500. Enough. Just above 500. There's actually, I think, because Tulane and North Texas play each other, if Duke wins, Tulane or North Texas will get in over Duke, the ACC champion. Then.
Well, I mean, we had that last year where the American team was the American team, right? American Conference champion was actually got the 4th spot.
Last year was different because they did
the auto bye week.
They had last year they had the 4 power conferences got an automatic bid. Like, that's all. Period. That's all. This year, no. This year it's the top. It's the top 4.
Top 5.
Top 4 ranked. Oh yeah, top 5 ranked conference champion. So,
but that's what it was last year too.
Last year it was Big 10, SEC, ACC, Big 12. No matter where they're ranked, it was.
That's not true.
That's how it was last year, Jared.
I'm almost certain that is not the case. In fact, as I Google this real quick, Boise, it was Mountain West, not American. Boise got the bye week.
Because Boise was the
4th highest ranked conference champion. That's why. They were the 4th highest ranked conference champion. Period.
I could have sworn I saw that the ACC also had the highest, also was in too.
Because this falls into like antitrust stuff that the NCAA has, and the college football playoff dealt with a few years ago. That's the whole reason. Remember when they added in the BCS that a group of then 4 or 5 had to get a New Year's Day 6 bowl. It's the same thing here, where they just said, and they changed it because the Pac-12 fell apart. Initially, it was supposed to be the top 6 conference champions, but then they changed it to the top 5. But it's basically the power conferences plus 1. And last year, they got the bye week. This year, there's no guaranteed bye week for a conference champion.
All right. I was wrong then. I thought
it's all right.
Those 4 teams.
They change it every year. It's confusing.
Those conferences were in no matter where they were ranked,
Nope.
and then the next highest one was.
It's
going
just
to be in.
It's just that
last
people
year
assume
it was Boise State.
People just assume it's the Power 4 plus 1, but that's not technically written into the rule books last year or this year.
Sure. Okay. All right. So let's finish this here. So let's take Duke out. Let's take JMU out, and I think this is our final ranking. So in A tier: Oregon, Georgia, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Texas Tech, Texas A&M, Tulane, and Alabama in A tier. And then Ohio State and Indiana in S tier.
You said Virginia, right? Because I didn't have Virginia on.
I did. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
I was panically trying to find Virginia really quickly, and I couldn't find it. So
honestly, I think we can eliminate a bunch of teams in B tier because it's going to be very, very small. So pretty much all the teams you have on the right there: Arizona State, Pitt, Team Up North, Texas, Navy, Utah, SMU, all in C tier. Vanderbilt, Georgia Tech, and Miami on the C tier. And my opinion, Duke.
Do you think there's any possibility we get one of these 3 teams in?
No, because the only team that plays has a shot to get in. There's no way that a team that's ranked higher than Miami, I'm looking at the wrong year. There we go. A team that's Miami or Texas is only going to be able to jump ahead.
What if Alabama gets completely run off the field? What if Alabama doesn't just lose to Georgia, but loses spectacularly to Georgia? Are they still in? What if they lose 59-0 Wisconsin style?
Okay, so let's just say Alabama loses. That puts Miami up there. But no, you still have 2 conference champions that still need to get in.
Right, but no, look, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, with Alabama as the 12th. And that's all the conference champions and everything accounted for, with Alabama as just sort of the last team in. I'm saying, what if Alabama loses 59-0 to Georgia? So it's just an at-large spot. Literally anyone can go here. And our options at that point are, let's just say, for the sake of podcasting, maybe we can include BYU. Maybe BYU loses closely to Texas Tech. We got BYU. We have Miami. We have Georgia Tech. And we have Vanderbilt.
So in that case, like I'm looking at the 2014, Wisconsin went from 13 to 18. It dropped 5 spots. Okay.
I don't think that's a completely different committee with totally different people on it. I don't think you can I don't think you can look for that type of precedent and have it.
All right. So fine. Go ahead and put Miami. I think Miami's.
If Alabama loses 59-0, if Alabama,
I don't know. That's
okay.
So sure, you can keep them. Yeah,
we're going to keep them in for now. I don't expect them to lose 59-0.
Vanderbilt and Georgia Tech are out though.
Okay,
both are out.
I'm just trying to. I don't want to have to pull a team. I don't want to have to pull a team from C tier because we didn't anticipate something happening. Yeah. So right now we're saying that Miami is the 13th team.
Yep, correct. Yes, Miami's the 13th team, and then BYU, North Texas, and JMU have the shot to get in. And honestly, I don't see the committee putting Duke in. I just can't see it when they're saying the top 5 conference champions get in.
Yeah. I want to see what happens. I just want Duke to win to put the playoff committee in that position. That is just the chaos lover in me.
We will go ahead and do the picks here shortly, but we'll take a overdue ad break here. TheSloopcast.com, your go-to link for anything and everything Sloopcast related. If you have checked us out recently, we've updated our site. TheSloopcast.com. You can find all of our links, such as our merch store, our our graphics design page, Discord, our YouTube. We have a gift page too. So if you're interested in finding one of the many amazing gifts that Jared has made, and more coming too, all of that you can find over at thesloopcast.com. Go ahead and take that ad break, Jared, and be right back.
Okay, Kyle. Time to talk about our sloop picks.
Yes, sir. I sucked last week.
Crushed you last week. It's way too little, way too late, but I did crush you last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was maybe hoping to gain a couple spots on the guest pickers, but someone had to go and ask Suncard his opinion.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the sloop picks, Jared. All right, first up here, Friday, we got a pair of Friday night games, but we will start off with the 7 o'clock one. We have the American, nope, not the American, sorry, the Sun Belt. We have the Sun Belt Championship game of James Madison, the home team, taking on Troy, where James Madison, the Dukes, are a 22.5 point favorite. And Jared.
Uh-huh.
That is not enough. Give me the Dukes. Give me the Dukes.
Yeah, no, I agree. They're playing for everything right now. Hey, speaking of Sun Card, guess who just popped in? Hey, Sun Card, you want to do picks?
What?
Count me in.
All right.
All right. Who you got?
Just
one word answer.
Put him in here. James Madison, 22.5 versus Troy in the Sun Belt Championship game.
James Madison. James Madison got everything to play for. They're, as we just got done discussing, have a chance to potentially get into the playoffs.
Yep, he's got JMU. All right, we're going to move a little quick here, so keep up, Sun Card. All right, Tulane, next game, the American Conference Championship game. Tulane, the home team, over or taking on North Texas, and North Texas is a 2.5 point favorite in this matchup. 8 o'clock kickoff Friday night. Where is the game? That is a great question. I think, let me go to it real quick. It is in New Orleans, LA.
The other LA. Well, the state LA.
It is playing at Tulane.
Yeah. The smaller conferences don't typically go neutral site.
No.
They typically just play at home. Hell, I don't even think the Pac-12 was doing neutral sites towards the end there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they were.
Jared. Who do you got, Jared?
I'm simply picking the underdog here. Everything's on the line. Give me the underdog. I don't think anyone's a dog in this game.
Yeah. That was my thought too. I think this is a pretty even matchup. I will pick Tulane as well. While we wait for Sun Card here, he has Tulane at home. All right. Next up, the Big 12 Conference Championship game. Texas Tech taking on BYU, and the Red Raiders are a 13.5 point favorite. Noon kickoff. And Jared, think that is not enough.
I agree.
I know BYU has so much to play to win this, to get in here. But I just think the Red Raiders are just too much. There's just too much. I think Texas Tech is going to run away with this.
Yeah, I've been on the Texas Tech bandwagon for a while now. I think they're one of the more dangerous teams entering the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Played in Arlington, Texas, if that helps anything too for your Sun Card.
This is Jerry World, is it not?
It is Jerry's World, AT&T Stadium. I'll vote for weirdness. BYU, says Sun Card. All right.
That's certainly weird.
Yeah. Mac. Good old Maction championship game.
Kyle, a tradition unlike any other, the 1 week a year where we do a Mac v Mac sloot pick.
I was a little surprised. I thought Ohio was going to get in, but Miami has the tiebreaker. Miami apparently has the tiebreaker there. I don't know how that is. I'd have to look into it.
I don't want to waste show cycles talking about it.
Because Ohio beat Miami.
I don't want to. Kyle, nobody cares.
Okay. Western Michigan is a 2.5 point favorite, and I agree. As much as I want to pick the Ohio team here. Actually, it was supposed to be your pick, but either way, I'll pick the Broncos here.
Kyle, this is the second week in a row you have chosen a Michigan team over an Ohio team. Give me Miami.
It's tough beating your opponent twice in 1 year. And Miami beat Western Michigan earlier this year, so.
Okay. If you say so. But I don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan.
I hate Western Michigan colors, so give me Western Michigan.
Sure. Actually, I always say Clemson has the worst color combo in all of sports. Man, Western Michigan's right behind them.
Yeah. SEC championship game, 4:00. Alabama, the home team, taking on Georgia, where Georgia is a 2.5 point favorite. Who you got in this one, Jared?
I am simply taking Alabama because simply they are the underdogs. That's it.
Gotcha.
Just like my Tulane pick, I'm taking the underdog. I don't see either of these teams as dogs. So if you're gonna give me, even if it's only 2.5 points to pick one of them, I'm gonna pick that one.
Again, I'm going with the same pick like I did with Western Michigan. It's tough beating an opponent twice in a row. So I'll pick the dogs in this one.
Sun Card is typing. Still wild Texas A&M's not in this game. I think they're clearly the best team in the conference this year.
The next one is even wilder. Take Georgia to get Bama out of the picture. And this game is pretty much a home game, though, too.
Yeah, sure is.
All right. Speaking of weird ones, the ACC championship game. Virginia
Yikes.
And let me make sure. This is football we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Virginia and Duke. 2.5 point spread for Virginia. Who do you got, Jared?
Sun Card's asking, why is the spread so close? Well, because, Sun Card, Virginia is also bad.
Because, as Jared has been saying for many years, I don't think you've done this bit yet at all this year, but the ACC sucks.
Well, I always did that about the Pac-12. But yeah, we can apply it to the ACC as well. It's the wheel of mediocrity. That's what the ACC is. That's what the ACC has always been. I do think Virginia's better. So, but here's the thing though. The logical brain says take Virginia. Yep. The chaos brain says take Duke.
Yeah.
Give me Duke.
You know, the last two picks I've gone, it's tough to beat an opponent twice in a row.
Yeah.
Virginia beat Duke just a few weeks ago.
What was the score?
It'll be 3 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks.
Not the question.
They played on the 15th. 34-17. 34-17. I got the Cavaliers.
Listen, I think that's the good, sound, logical choice. Suncard says he's baffled. Well, I don't know.
Duke is 2-2 in their last 4 games, and they're in the ACC championship game.
UVA upward inflection because he's unsure.
All right, the last one real quick here. We will talk more about it in our Know Your Enemy episode that will be released on Thursday.
Yeah.
Ohio State will be wearing their scarlet home uniforms with, Jared, the gray sleeves.
The championship sleeves.
Yes, everybody. Yes, everybody. The Buckeyes are going to be wearing their gray sleeves, so take that all in here. 5.5 point favorite over the, not doing it, the Hoosiers.
You know what? I respect your choice not to do it.
Yeah.
I'm still taking Ohio State, though. That's not enough. I'm sorry. I get to pick Ohio State, and they're favorited by less than a touchdown? I'm sorry?
Mm-hmm.
Money, 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 money. No black numbers. They haven't done the black numbers in a long time. Really, the only...
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. So look at... Yeah, it's going to be scarlet, white numbers, gray sleeves.
It's being called it's basically going to be the home version of what they wore during the playoffs this year. Or last year. Last season. It was this year. Well, part of it was. None of this matters. Kyle, did you make a choice?
I got the Buckeyes. I'm learning my lesson.
Okay. We went heavy towards the quote unquote home teams. Now, of course, these are almost all neutral sites, so no one's really. Well, some of them are. Some of them are home, but we
Jared. They said like multiple reports saying, yes, they are wearing the scarlet uniform since they are the home team, and they're saying the gray sleeves, but in the playoffs though, they didn't. When they wore the scarlet uniforms, they did not have gray sleeves.
Oh.
But the reports I'm seeing was that when asked like which uniforms are they wearing, and it was just said national championship jerseys. So I take that as gray sleeves. So if it's not, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be upset.
Hold on. Here's Jack Sawyer and
they are not gray sleeves.
Now that's not the national title though.
No, it's not, because the national title they wore their white jersey. They wore their white.
But they did wear gray sleeves.
They did wear gray sleeves. Yes.
So here's the thing.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Listen, someone in the Discord server last week got everyone all excited that Ohio State was going to be wearing their white on whites against Michigan. I'm not going to say who that person was, but someone read a little too closely into a tweet and got everyone all excited that Ohio State was going to be wearing their white pants and their entire white kit. Some people call it the cocaine whites. I would never use such a phrase. And again, I don't know. I don't remember who got everyone all hyped up. Kyle, do you remember who got everyone all hyped up about the cocaine whites?
I do.
Mm-hmm. Who was it?
Cheers to you, Jared.
It was me. Okay, it was me. I may have just read a little too closely into a tweet and got everyone all excited about it. So I'm not. Yeah. I'm going to retire from prognosticating about uniforms for now until I want to again.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's it. That is our picks here. Do we want to do? Listen. Yeah. Do we want to do a chaotic pick? Because it's only 2 picks. We can only pick 2 games. One of the 2 games. You either pick Troy upsetting James Madison for 1 point, or you pick Duke beating Virginia for 9 points. So,
right.
I mean,
is that what it is? I think it's North Texas, was it not? Or did I just write down the wrong thing? Did I mess up?
No, it's James Madison and Troy. It would be Troy. North Texas is 24th and Tulane is 20th.
According to who? Remember, we use the AP.
We do. Let's look at the AP.
Because I'm pretty sure.
Aha.
Yeah.
No, North Texas is 20th. They're actually ranked a lot higher, and Tulane is 21st. And James Madison is 19th. I'm just looking at this now. James Madison's way up at 19 in the AP.
Yeah. Listen.
Wow.
You know what? It's fine. We don't need to do.
Oh, yes. That brings up a good point. Well, no. Do we want to add Army and Navy into here too? Technically. No. Okay.
Are either of them ranked?
Navy is.
Okay. Well, point is that no, it doesn't. We can't affect the end score anyway.
All right. Either way,
Kyle,
I mean, the obvious pick to me,
your
it's Duke. It's Duke.
Duke. Okay, we're both picking
Duke.
It's really the only choice. All right, Kyle, that is the end of Collegiate Chaos, the conference championship week. Are the new rankings out? Yes. Check the breaking news channel. Yeah, that's it. We'll be join us tomorrow, or for those of you in the Discord server, just stick around because we're gonna do it right away. But make sure to check us out on Thursday for Know Your Enemy. Kyle, do you have anything in Kyle's Corner?
National Signing Day is the day that we're releasing this.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens. There's still some names going around there. We'll see how it works out for Ohio State. So if you're wanting to hear more information, I mean, the second part is join our Discord, discord.thesloopcast.com. We will be keeping everybody up to date on everything related to the National Signing Day, people who are signing, and talking about the upcoming conference championship game and others too. Like this is a great time to join us if you're wanting to talk with other Buckeye fans, talk about Buckeye topics, or even college football in general. Great community Jared and I built out with some great members and patrons as well in there. So thank you. And again, that is over at discord.thesloopcast.com.
I'll just throw in an extra ad break. All right, that's it. Tonight's ending music we brought to you by Playing to Vapors. So with all that being said, I'd like to encourage everyone to drink local beer, listen to local music, and of course support your local podcasters. Once again, these are Playing to Vapors.